In terms of this weekend's game, then, you've already mentioned it'll have been a bonus for Newcastle to have had those extra days preparation. Will it been an advantage to you, though, to have now played a game behind closed doors and to know what that experience feels like?
Yeah, I'm not moaning and groaning about the fixture list. That's how it is. That's what happened. Villa got through to the final, so that's how it is, and we all have to deal with it. You look at the recovery time that we have, and there always is. It was last year. You looked at some of the games, the midweek games that we played on Wednesday and had to play on Saturday. So, there's always going to favour some clubs, but it's not a huge advantage. I think that obviously we'll have had that experience of playing, but I don't think that's an advantage as well. It's just an experience that we've had. So we'll only know on Sunday, but it's going to be right the way through. I think Tottenham have 10 days on us. Before we play them, we have a game. We play Sunday against Arsenal, then we play Thursday. They have a game. So there's always going to be sort of these scenarios that crop up, and it's how we get on with it. This is how it is. Would we not want to be in the quarterfinal of the FA Cup? 100%. We want to be where we want to be. We want to be in the situation we want to be, and we have to deal with it. And as I said, we have to deal with this. We have to deal with short recovery. We have to deal with teams having advantages on us. We have to deal with unacceptable decisions. Players have to deal with being left out. Players, so as I've always said, tough, hard environment, and no good moaning about it. Accept it, move on quickly, and affect it. And that's what we're trying to do. We'll try and do that. And I think with our past history and past record, I'd back us to do that pretty successfully.
Was the home defeat to Newcastle the most frustrating game of the season so far, having dominated it and ultimately ended up losing?
Yeah, it was. They did a job on us, and they came and they got the result that they wanted, as we've got the result that we've wanted at Brighton and at Norwich and games like that. So it was a different type of game from our point of view. We dominated possession, which we accepted when we went into the Premier League. We dominated possession in the Championship. We accepted in the Premier League we were going to have less of the ball. But I don't think that ultimately decides games. And ultimately what decided games is that they took their chances. We didn't defend very well for their first goal. There was a bit of confusion for the second goal. Yet again afterwards talking about VAR, which that's one of the biggest things that has disappointed me this season, because we've loved being in the Premier League. We want more of it. We're absolutely hungry for more of the Premier League. And as a football man, I would say a third of my press conferences and messages that go out to the media and to our supporters, we've been talking about past VAR decisions and going like technology, and not the next game, and not the next game at Newcastle, who are a great, brilliant club, an historic club, not on our fight for the top 10, which really disappoints me. And I think that disappoints me as a football man, that, understanding that we have to talk about these situations and not being critical of the media for asking me those questions. I think right the way through, you'll always talk about refereeing decisions through the history of football matches, but it's obviously ramped up to a different level this season with what's gone off in terms of VAR, goal line technology, and everything else.